My mother stole $32,000 from me. To set everything up first, when I was 8 years old, my mother set up a joint account with hers so that I could put money in and she could too when I was younger, and never got around to separating them. So I started saving money for university in 2017 after I got my real first job, and all my money went into that account. Only she could see the balance, which I liked because I didn't want to know how much I had, because then I would want to spend it. I stayed back an extra year before I was supposed to go to save money as well. Now, my mother is the type of person who never wants to work again for the rest of her life. It comes time for me to get an apartment weeks before I'm supposed to go off to school. I check my account and guess what? There's less than $1,000 in there. After years of saving, it's all whittled down to $1,000. So I ended up not being able to go to university because my money was gone right before I was supposed to start. My mother had told me the account had been hacked and she would call the bank and have it fixed. I sat down with the bank manager and we both confirmed that it was my mother who had taken all of the money out of the account. And this wasn't even all at once, but it has been happening almost every day since I had my first paper route when I was 14 years old. She stole a total of $32,000, and her excuse was that since my girlfriend lived with us, that she couldn't afford the bills. Yet when I showed her the paper evidence that she'd been stealing for way longer than the girlfriend had been there, she had nothing to say. My stepdad didn't care about the money either, because at least her half of the bills were paid. I haven't talked to them in 2 years and don't think I ever will again. I wasted years of high school working full-time to save money for school, and then it had ripped out right underneath me. This is a horrific situation. Imagine working so hard all through high school to try and save something up for a college education, only to then have your mom rip it away from you piece by piece without you knowing. I can't believe that this person wasn't checking their account. I find it so difficult to believe though that this person did not check their account. I mean, I know they're just a kid, but I would definitely want to know how much money is in there so I can keep track of it, so I can see how much I need to save up. I feel so bad for the original poster, and I do not blame them for cutting their family out of their life after this.
The full version of the story is over on the Am I the Jerk YouTube channel, so if there are any updates or anything that is added to this, that's where it'll be, in the same link. If you happen to be a Twitter user, also known as X, you can check out Am I the Jerk over on Twitter. Right now, it's similar to the Am I the Jerk Instagram, where there's sort of a text version of some of the stories. So that way it's a little easier to catch up on stories if you can't listen to audio for some reason, like if you're at school or work and you can't have headphones. The Am I the Jerk Twitter is a good option if you don't like to use Instagram or Facebook. And beyond that, we sometimes retweet funny things we see. So if you want to see any of that, go check it out.